in Space by Valerie Thomas and Colkie Paul. Winnie the Witch loved to look through her telescope in the night sky. It was huge and dark and mysterious. "I'd love to go into space, Wilbur," Winnie would say. "It would be such a big adventure." Wilbur, Winnie's big black cat, loved to be outside at night too. He liked to chase moths and bats and shadows. That was enough adventure for Wilbur. Then, one night, when the moon and stars were bright, Winnie suddenly said, "Let's go into space right now, Wilbur." "Meow," said Wilbur. "But how will we get there?" wondered Winnie. "We need a rocket, and I don't have a rocket." Then she looked up at the moon, and she had a wonderful idea. She waved her magic wand and shouted, "Abra cadabra." And there, on the roof, was a rocket. Winnie packed a picnic basket, got her big book of spells just in case, and ran up the stairs with Wilbur. Winnie shut her eyes, waved her magic wand, and shouted, "Abracadabra! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. 3, 2, 1. The rocket shot off the roof and into space. It went very, very fast, and it was hard to steer. Oops! Winnie nearly flew into a satellite. Oops! Was that a flying saucer? Oops! That was a falling star, Wilbur. Wow! Look at that rocket. Whoosh! "Meow," said Wilbur. He put his paws over his eyes. "We'll find a lovely planet for our picnic, Wilbur," Winnie said. Wilbur peeped out from behind his paws. There were little planets everywhere. "Here's a sweet little planet," Winnie said. "We'll have our picnic here." "Purr," said Wilbur. He loved picnics. Plop! The rocket landed. All was quiet and peaceful, but there were funny little holes everywhere. They seemed to be empty. Winnie unpacked the food. There were pumpkin scones, chocolate muffins, some cherries, and cream for Wilbur. Yum! I wonder where they are. A little head popped out of the hole, and then there were heads everywhere. "Rabbits," said Winnie. "Space rabbits are coming to our picnic." "Meow," said Wilbur. A space rabbit hopped over to try some cream. Blah. Another space rabbit tried a pumpkin scone. Horrible. Chocolate muffins. Disgusting. Cherries. Yuck. Then some of the space rabbits hopped over to the rocket. They sniffed it and took a bite. Then the rocket was covered in space rabbits. "Oh no!" shouted Winnie. She waved her magic wand. "Look, they're destroying that rocket. How are they going to get home?" Winnie she waved her magic wand, shouted "Abracadabra," and carrots and lettuces rained down on the rabbits. But the space rabbits didn't like carrots and lettuces. Of course, she waved her magic wand, shouted "Abracadabra." Hope she finds something that they do like. There was a giant pile of metal. Saucepans, wheelbarrows, bicycles, cars, even a fire engine. Yes, that was what space rabbits liked. Scrumptious! But it was too late. The space rabbits had eaten up all of Winnie's metal rocket. "Blithering broomsticks!" shouted Winnie. "Now how will we get home?" "Meow," said Wilbur. Winnie looked at the giant pile of metal. "Perhaps," she said. "Maybe. I wonder." She looked in her big book of spells. "Yes," she said. Then she picked up her magic wand, waved it 5 times, and shouted "Abracadabra." There was a flash of fire, a bang, and there, on top of the giant pile of metal, was a rattling, roaring scrap metal rocket. Winnie and Wilbur climbed up to the rattling, roaring rocket and jumped in. There it is. It's very tall and big, isn't it? Vroom! The rocket blasted away. It rushed and roared through space. The rocket landed in Winnie's garden. Whoomp! That was an adventure, Wilbur, Winnie said, but I'm glad we're home. Purr, 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 said Wilbur. He was very glad to be home. There's their adventures. Now, through this book, we've got all of the planets and all of the solar system in order. So we start on the first page. We've got, that's right, the sun. I wonder what's next. What's the planet that's closest to the sun? Begins with a Mercury. That's right. Then we've got Venus, and where we live, planet Earth. And we have our moon that orbits around us as well. Then we've got Mars, and there's an asteroid that makes all of those craters. Then we've got the largest planet, Jupiter. Then we've got Saturn, most famous ringed planet. Then we've got Uranus and the dwarf planet. No, we've got Neptune, and then we've got the dwarf planet, Pluto. Well done, and we'll see you again next time.